Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty at good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Running left, here's Mitchell. And some room to run now. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a 4 or so. Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Feldman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot.
This defense is going to make a big plays in this sequence. None better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
To about the 26 here. Sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Feldman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This defense for the Niners, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Ravens at 13-3 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Hey, middle.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Niners are going to take over at the 41. So the first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, Feldman. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It's Cornelius Campbell coming in and taking him down. On 4th down, the Ravens trying out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raven
offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Now Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. That can't be the best in the game with an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run to Mitchell. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like any different practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground. After an interception, they said he would throw it out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for the day. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball, and he could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for it?
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line. Leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling the red zone. And the strong man, that's a huge win.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
That's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage or make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Dancing to his left. That was going to throw deep back over the middle. That is knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw on 2nd down. Feldman winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The final shot before break. Feldman. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score from the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I would challenge him and do everything possible to keep it away.
It's just a he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Pass here. slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the track. Here comes the 49ers ball back. Check out away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. Start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 27, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Feldman, and some room to maneuver. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Right back to Mitchell here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they certainly are ready up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Feldman. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Operating from the gun, Feldman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying step ahead despite what happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders get to add to the lead directly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, running right is Mitchell.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the Niners first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. It's David Ajabo there for the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Feldman. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what you think's going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance. And the defense is still getting the lead.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That was going to throw deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Niners are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And my goodness, another interception. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball, so try and get another one picked off.
To throw on 2nd down, Feldman. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this has set him down started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Feldman. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Under pressure, they got him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. So a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he did not pull it in. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks him, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Gotta figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground.
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. A touchdown on a kick return and now run through the air. And the Ravens extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get it behind the line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Feldman completes it to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And got his man complete. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for it.
We'll see what they do here.